So I just started my Wednesday hike and talk meetup. For today, it is just me, and we're just gonna hike and talk. One thing I really want to start getting used to is first of all doing things alone, but the other thing is like just putting my thoughts, my ideas out into the world. Most of the time, the things that really stops us is the fear of being judged, the fear of not being liked, just the fear of not fitting into someone's perfect image of what they want you to be. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize the most important type of love is first of all self-love, but also the love and support that people give you because it's fully authentic, because they love you for who you are. We're not perfect by any means. We do have our own flaws, but people do accept you for the way you are. One of the things I struggle with the most is not learning how to speak up, not knowing how to ask people for help. Growing up, I never wanted to be a bother to other people, never wanted to be a burden. So I usually just keep everything just bottled up. And even though I do need help, I don't say anything and I just keep it to myself. That type of mentality usually doesn't come from something positive, but it usually comes from something negative. The lack of self-esteem, the lack of love that you have for yourself makes you have these type of thoughts. Well, that's in my case. And I truly am working on trying to get rid of that mentality that I have. And because I've always been timid my whole life, I feel like it's really carried on to my adult life. It really is hard for me to set boundaries for myself, which usually leads to me getting walked all over. And then I build resentment because I don't speak up. And even though people don't do it intentionally, I don't I don't I, I don't bring it up. So instead of me confronting it, I usually just like ignore them, block them, ghost them in a very unhealthy way, just so that way there's no sort of confrontation or resentment and I become the bad guy. But one of my biggest frustrations that I'm currently struggling with is not knowing how to put my thoughts into words. And I know that and I realize that now because when I meet people, I never talk about myself. First of all, I truly enjoy just getting to know other people. But when people tell me to talk about myself, it's really hard. I keep it very minimal, not because I don't want to talk, but again, I just don't like talking about myself. But when people tell me to talk about my business, my idea, my startup, for some reason, I just can't. Like, I really can't. Like, I have all these ideas, these thoughts built up in my mind. I know what I want. I just can't seem to explain it. That is my end goal for the end of this month. Learn how to properly explain my startup idea. Because I already built an app for it. I just can't seem to explain it.